Hello and good morning, everyone. OnlyPositivity here. I have my coffee with me, ready to explore this new phase of life with you all. So over the past few years, I have gained a whole new perspective on life, and I've realized that life is too short to not be enjoying yourself while doing great things. So come along with me as I explore this new lens through fitness, photography, reading, traveling, cannabis, and much more. Looking forward to the journey, guys. And remember, only positivity. Hello and good morning, everyone. OnlyPositivity here. I have my coffee with me, ready to kick off podcast number. What is it, motherfucker? Let's see. Ready to kick off podcast number 96 on this playlist that I'm looking to launch called Elevated Thoughts. So before diving into the topic for today, let's go and start with the level set. As I endeavor upon pursuing knowledge and life experience in this next phase of life through fitness, photography, reading, traveling, cannabis, many more things, one habit that I've really formed is traveling. So this podcast, essentially goes through some of my travels as of late, taking some of those experiences, those lessons learned, and applying them to my life. So without further ado, let's go and start with the topic for today. So the topic for today is going to be, we're going to talk about Palm Springs, California. Was out there back in May, actually, for Memorial Day weekend. And it's September now, dude. So it's been a minute. I've been busy with a lot of shit, but a lot of fun stuff, man, honestly, So I've been off the podcast stuff for a little bit, but still been busy, being productive, doing other stuff. I downloaded TikTok, which is really weird. I haven't gotten into it yet, but their video editing function is great. So I'm looking to fuck with that a little bit. So yeah, I'm doing that. So I started this photography page called Clicks with Ummer. So just really trying to dive into photography and videography. Give me some reason to do more productive yet fuck shit when I'm out there doing that. If you got anyone wants to collaborate, do some, themed photo shoots or just photo shoots in general, whatever it is, man, dude, I'm down to take pictures, bro. Like, baby showers, birthday parties, small functions, man. Just whatever, dude, just hit me up, man. I'm trying to make reels for people too, there's one dude I'm trying to work with right now. He's like a suit model, and I'm just trying to make some snazzy reels, some real dapper reels with my boy. So let's see what we can do there, man. More to come there. But yeah, just, trying to learn new skills, be a fucking fuck boy, and just go do shit, get out there and make some experiences. No real story for today. I'm just, I'm busy. I'm trying new things, but, I've been reading this book, about the Moth podcast. I forget what it's called, but, check it out. It's really good. And what I like, it's a bunch of short stories. And they're all themed based on the chapter, but they're different stories. So every day is a different read, which I love. I just finished this Aldous Huxley book called A Brave New World, which was real trippy, very utopic yet dystopic, and a lot of great forecasting. That book was written in the early 1900s, but it's very relevant today, with a lot of the emotional distance and no longer procreating and just, having relationships for sex and things like that. But, I don't want to go too deep into that conversation, but when I do get there, it'll be a good conversation with some good perspectives. Hopefully, I get together with a couple folks and we do book club once a month, which is nice. So I'm hoping to talk about this one on our next book club, by the way. What else? One thing I just want to talk about before we dive in to the trip and some of the, the specific things we did. I also, based on the reason I brought up that Moth podcast was because, it's a collection of short stories, and, through a lot of the things I do, I find myself getting into some, peculiar conversations, some good ones, some bad ones, and everything in between. So, one thing that I find people talk about a lot is their family, and it's interesting. I think family is a very interesting concept. And, what I'll say is, man, dude, we tend to get a lot of grief from people, work is stressful, getting your regular maintenance shit done, like your car and all these other things, it's stressful. Maybe sometimes going to the gym can be monotonous. But what I'm finding a lot of times is, I hear a lot of things about how people's family are getting them down, right? And it's interesting because you think family is a good thing. Do not get me wrong, but it can also be not so great of a thing. It can be a fucking bad thing if I'm being honest. And one thing I've learned is like whether any toxicity needs to be aggressively cut out in your life. It needs to be handled. And I think Don Miguel Ruiz said, if you have a problem, you can either accept it, remove it, or like deal with it or something like that. It was like in that realm. And I'm like, same thing, right? There's no harm in like letting go of toxic people, no matter who they are, right? You just got to do it sometimes. And if that means a freer life for you, more liberation, it might be a tough act to follow, or it just might be tough to execute, but you got to fucking do it, man. Because I'll support anyone who takes a step towards living a better life and does that in a respectful, in a way that's in good faith, right? I'm just here to do what I can to make my best in life and things of that sort. So don't want to get too fucking high up in the clouds on your dumb asses, but just listen to that and do with it what you will. So anyway, what do you call? I am going to start off and go through Palm Springs. So Palm Springs was fucking amazing, dude. Was one of the best trips I've been on, honestly, hands down. And it was a blast. I never knew a place like Palm Springs existed. And it's a really like bougie, like white people place, if you will, but I went there with me and my wife went there, my brother and sister-in-law went there, and my brothers-in-law and sister-in-law went there, and our little nephew went, who is motherfucking adorable, by the way. Super cute, and it was our first trip with him, like out of state, and he did awesome. I love him so much, man. But anyway, what do you call it? So first day, right? So let's actually go before the first day. It was kind of a fucking bummer, dude, because the day before I was playing basketball with one of my friends, and I buy these cheap ass fucking Shoe Carnival shoes, man, and nothing against Shoe Carnival. I'd be up in that ass, dude. Don't even get it twisted, but I bought some like $20 Nikes that I'm rocking for like 2 years, And I'm dribbling, and I cut to the rim, and my right foot slips out, and I kind of like pull my groin, dude. And so I'm dealing with this pain now, right? And I'm kind of pissed off. I go over to my buddy's barbecue the night before we're leaving, and I'm just like, I'm having fun. Don't get me wrong, with my boys and shit. So, but I'm kind of bummed inside. I'm like, man, I gotta go on this trip tomorrow. My groin's kind of fucked up, and it's not really like a bad pain, it's just kind of like an irritating pain. And I don't like when things aren't kosher, or if they're not operating at 100%, right? Because I definitely work out a lot. I move around a lot. I fuck around with my nephew a lot. I want to be spry, man. I want to be moving around a lot. So anyway, so that happens. I'm kind of bummed. But in the morning, I'm like, fuck it. We are ready to go, my friend. I'm ready to have fun. So, my wife, my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law, and the little one, we pull up to my brother-in-law's house, and his dad gives us a ride to the airport. We're kicking it. My dude, my little guy is doing really well. So we get to the airport, and he's walking around, he's doing his thing. He's just like he always gets everyone's eye, man. He's super cute. So he's like snatching up my bugles and shit like that. And then we get on the plane, and he's restless, just like any other 2-year-old be. He's kind of like a little hyperactive, and he's a little like he doesn't want to sit still. And like, dude, I don't want to fucking sit still, man. So anyway, so it's about 2.5 hours to Colorado, where our first layover is, for like an hour and a half. Right, we get off, we're good. And mind you, dude, my brother-in-law, he has this stroller, right, that he can take apart and put together in less than a minute. It's like a sight to fucking behold, dude. It's really funny. So we were timing each other at the airport, dude. Shenanigans, right? Like that's what I'm here for. Dude. I'm here for all the shenanigans. So anyway, we the girls, my sister-in-law, my wife, they sit down, me and the baby, and my brother-in-law, we're running around, bro. We're running around, just having fun. And so I personally, I do give off flamboyant vibes. Like I'm not gonna deny it, dude. I wear some tight fitted clothes. My hair is right, my beard lined up, shit. I'm skinny, so I'll be doing that. And then my brother-in-law definitely also gives off flamboyant vibes. So we got hit with the gay couple and the son down there, quite often. And that happens to me, kind of a lot actually. But I love it, dude. I'm like, hey, let's fucking go. I'm like, I'm totally buying into it, because it's not a bad thing, man. It's not a bad thing. Sorry that we're a fucking good looking couple with a nice handsome baby here. Come on, I'm gonna take that as a compliment, dude. So yeah. Anywho, it was fun, just all fun and games. So then we get our coffee, we eat a little bit, and then I'm running around with my dude. We're just throwing him up in the air. He's doing his thing, and then we do a 2.5 hours to Palm Springs Airport, which is a small little airport, easy to get through. Which I love about like smaller towns like that. You get over there and right away you notice the the landscape is different, right? It's sandy, it's dry. All the mountains surrounding are extremely like they're browning. They're just burnt from the sun. Palm trees there as well, right? Palm Springs, right? Go figure. So we do that. We pick up the rental car. Rocking a nice Chrysler Pacifica, riding dirty, dude. You know what I'm saying? Got the minivan going, 3 seats in that ass. So yeah, so we picked that up. We got like 6 people, right? 6-7 people for the weekend. And dude, honestly, the Pacifica is not a bad van, dude. Chrysler, definitely. Chrysler, yeah, there you go. See, like, holla at your boy. But anyway, so we do that, pick up the rental car, and then head over to the Airbnb. And the Airbnb is nice, man. Palm Springs is a nice bougie area. They got good houses there. We rented out an entire house, man. Like it was moderned out. It had like a pool house with a ping pong table and it had a pool outside. Nice, really nice, man. I was all about just a nice modern Airbnb feel. Like a big open concept kitchen and living room. So we had a place to congregate. So, we let my dude run around, man. Let the little guy run around, like open and close the fridge about 500 times. It was fun, man. It was fun. And then we went out to dinner. At this spot. What was it called? Let me pull up my travel guide here. By the way, check it out, right? Check out the travel guide or the reel, man. See how we had some fun out there, right? So we check into the Airbnb, and then we go to the spot called La Perlita, right? And that's in Palm Springs, not too far away from the Airbnb where we stayed at. About 5-10 minutes, and it's nothing fancy, but it's a good spot that you can go to with a good group of people. Hispanic food, got some fajitas, and definitely hit the spot, right? Nothing super high quality, but definitely for your first night there, nice and easy, And then we hit up Walmart, right? Obviously, when you got the baby, you're gonna need some supplies, gonna get some White Claws for sure. And then we wind down the night, right? We're all tired. We just go back, chill, throw back a few White Claws, talk, and we're just having fun, man, having a good time. So the next day in the morning, we get up early, because we got the little guy running around, and he's super cute. They had this little travel crib that he slept in, and he was just like, kids look so funny in their baby monitors. When you see them like just kind of talking, they're giving lectures. Who are they talking to, man? They're just funny. Yeah, it's all wholesome shit, right? So the next day, we get up and we order breakfast, at this spot called Coffee. It's KOFFI. And down there, dude, go to downtown Palm Springs, walk around there. It's really nice, a real good area, And then what do you call? They got dispensaries down there. I didn't personally hit it up, when we were down there. And, mainly I'm around my nephew, right? Like I don't want to be like super stoned around my nephew. I just, cause I want to be vigilant, right? I want to be on and I want to be, responsible with my dude. So, keep it to a minimum, whatever. I can always do that shit later. So anywho, we get breakfast sandwiches, and they got a full menu, right? Just really, really nice, iced and hot beverages, nice breakfast sandwiches, just something light, but like hearty to get you started for your day at Coffee. And then my brother and sister-in-law went to Joshua Tree National Park. And then my brother-in-law, sister-in-law, my wife, and I, and the baby, we went to the Palm Springs Zoo. Highly recommended. They got different types of exhibits for like Africa. Like they got safaris, they got jaguars, they got cheetahs. And it's all decorated differently. They got elephants, giraffes, Dippin' Dots. And so it was really fun. It's really hot there, so we didn't want to stay there too long with the little one, but we covered all the area, and they got all types of shit there. They got like huge mountain like exhibits there. There's like rams and mountain goats and stuff on top. Definitely a good ass time, And then so we come back through that, I'm jamming to music, man. We're in the car chilling. the little guy's having a good time. And then we go to this spot called a sandwich spot. I just pick up from there, right? Because it's nap time for everybody, right? You do something during the day, get the kids out, have them run around a little bit, come back, take a nap, jump in the pool, right? So I popped into the spot called a sandwich spot in downtown Palm Springs, which is a really good spot, right? Anyway, downtown Palm Springs is sick. So just go down there and chill, grab some drinks or something if you can. We did that, and then what we're doing is we're eating, and then we're jumping in the pool. We're gonna have some fun, just like a couple backstrokes in that ass. You know what I'm saying? They got the noodles out there. My boy, my little nephew looks fucking so cute in the pool, dude. So had a little hat on, a little long sleeve jumper type thing in the pool when we were throwing him around. He was loving it, dude. Yeah, that was dope as fuck. And then. At night, we go to this spot called Pepper's Thai, and so the food was awesome, right? I got this teriyaki beef and shit, and I will say the service was a little kind of douchey there. They definitely were hitting us with some it's just like a language barrier, and they're coming at us with some more aggression, and we're just like, oh, dude, fucking relax, man, But the food was good there, right? And we're a loud group, man. We got 6 people and a baby, so it's all good, nothing too out of the ordinary. We're just kind of we're having a good time. So when something abrasive happens, it stings a little harder on vacation, right? Because everyone's on good vibes. But anyway, that place was good. So we come back, and then we're chilling, winding down the night. Again, we stop, get some ice cream, come back home, and just wind down the night, And then the final day, we just do a walk through downtown Palm Springs. Again, bring some walking shoes, bring some water bottles with you. It gets hot down there, but it's fun to walk it, man. They got dispensaries, they got cool coffee shops, they got cool gift shops, really bougie shit. And then we got breakfast at Coffee again. So just get some coffee, hit the town. You know what I'm saying? So then we do that, and then we just walk through town, right? Have some fun, do that, and then you got to book this in advance, but do the Palm Springs aerial tramway. So essentially, it's this little gondola thing that'll take you from the base of this mountain all the way to the top. It's a very weird named mountain, but you'll know where to find it. You got to book the tickets in advance. So you go up there, and then you can walk around. There's hiking up there on top of the mountain. So bring some warmer clothes, not jackets or anything. Just wear a long sleeve shirt and walk around up there. It's beautiful. They got campsites and shit like that. And they got huge sequoia looking trees. And there's also a restaurant up there called Peaks that we ate at. And I got this pork chop, which is delicious, So get out there, have some fun, dude, and just enjoy yourself and take in the landscape, right? It's very different. Like I said, it's burnt, it's rugged, and but take the time, do a little bougie shit, but also get out in nature, man, reflect a little bit, and have some fun. But other than that, man, that's all I got for you guys today. Just a quick one, just to go over the trip, get it down for my memory, so I can come back and kind of listen to this again in a couple of years. And then also, if any of you need a kickstart to go somewhere, dude, go to Palm Springs. It is a nice, easy place to start it off at if you've never been anywhere. But secondly, as a shout out, man, if anyone does want to come on the podcast, I'm reaching out to people on Instagram. I think, I love to converse and hear new things. So, feel free to hit me up. I'm happy to engage, however seems fit. But also on the photography front, man, check out Clicks with Ummer. And if you guys photo shoot, I'm going to keep investing in this, keep learning new things, but I'm very early on. So, I'm doing everything for free right now just to learn and collaborate and get in there. So hit me up. We'll kick it and we'll have some fun. But other than that, I hope you guys are enjoying the podcast. Feel free to leave me any feedback, and remember, only positivity. Thanks, guys.